Okay, we're live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the class. This is J560, Managing Online Public Relations at IUPUI and the IU School of Journalism and PR. I'm Ben Reisinger, the prof, and welcome to class, everybody. It's nice to see you. I always love our virtual hangouts. Tonight we're talking SEO and SEM. A lot of people don't know the difference between SEO, which is search engine optimization, and SEM, which is search engine marketing. And they're two very important things that I was just saying before we went live to have a base knowledge of. You work in an industry now that's only going to, again, keep going more and more digital. And as public relations professionals, you might have to be over an advertising budget, or you work as the webmaster. I mean, it's a skill set that a lot of people just have to have, and you have to be, great at it and this and that. There are companies that make millions of dollars a year, just SEO and SEM companies. They are in Indianapolis too. There are several boutique smaller firms. There are several larger firms. Salesforce, formerly Exact Target, is located in Indianapolis. And I mean, there's even more interactive intelligence. I mean, there's a slew of these guys, at Radius. There's Firebelly, is a smaller one. I used to be called Somnium Media when I was in Indianapolis with my two partners. There were three of us, myself and two ladies. So SEO and SEM is a big deal. But before we get into that, like always, let's talk the social media fail or crazy thing of the week. Anybody have anything, again, for some extra credit, 5 points, something like that? No? None of you guys have anything? No? Okay, crickets. Okay, so I have one, and it's crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so let me pull it up here in my computer. So, if you go to IndyStar.com, this was written by Allison Carter. And Allison Carter used to work for a boutique firm, I would say, in Indianapolis called Brown Peg. She's a really, really good social media gal. She's a great writer. She's an overall, good PR and communication professional. And she left Round Peg, and now she's a writer, and she does a lot of social for the Indianapolis Star. And she found the State Department. Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I say the State Department had a Twitter fail? The United States State Department? No, okay. So if you go to IndyStar again and search State Department tweet, you can pull up the same article that I'm looking at right now, okay? So again, IndyStar.com and search State Department tweet. So spring break is here, okay? It's March, last couple weeks into April. Everybody's going on spring break, having a good time. So the State Department, and their handle is, again, travel.gov. So at TRAVELGOV. Okay, so here was their tweet. It was done on March 30th, yesterday. I actually tweeted this from my Twitter handle yesterday, if anybody was following me. Their tweet said, not a 10, meaning like, are you on a scale of 1 to 10, are you not like the hottest thing around in the U.S., then not a 10 overseas. Beware of being lured into buying expensive drinks, or worse, being robbed. And then hashtag spring breaking badly. This is a United States State Department. I mean, oh my gosh. This is like the people that will always help you when you're out of the country. Okay, like if you're not in the United States, if you ever need help, they're the ones that are there for you. And they tweeted, oh, are you not like the hottest thing around? Don't be lured into like getting roofied or a trap or being robbed or mugged or something like that. I mean, horrible, horrible fail. So it was done yesterday at 1:20 p.m. All right, it just makes me laugh. I mean, again, this is our national government, and they're like, okay, are you not a hot? They're basically saying, you're not a hottie, don't screw up overseas. And it was just bad. So if you even search now the hashtag spring breaking badly, you'll see all types of slews of people. One people said, oh man, it's just horrible. When does the State Department neg its own citizens? And they're like, oh, we're not trying to be negative to anyone. We're just trying to warn folks about overseas scam artists. Okay, like, come on. I mean, obviously they were trying to do some good and come back and say something about it. But I love this one. This guy said, hey, travel.gov, just send you an email. My Facebook is facebook.com/JSCROS. Can you rate me on a scale from 1 to 10? It's for a story. You know, that guy was a writer. Um, this guy, okay, this is a lady. She says, please advise, I'm not a 10 in the U.S., but I have a man who likes to buy me drinks and thinks I'm pretty. Am I being scammed? So it really just blew up in their face, stuff like that. So anybody hear about that now? You know, it just, so again, like we always say every week, and I'm always telling you, that initial tweet was meant probably as kind of like a haha whatever, you know, kind of slapstick humor, I'm assuming, because humor is what really gets people going in social media, you know, along with like baby and food pics and stuff. So the intentions probably weren't bad in the beginning, but man, you know, when you have an account like that with that many followers, you need an editor. Just like, you know, old school, you had a copy editor for you know, your paper, newspaper. You know, you need to, you know, run that by somebody. A lot of times before I post for Mary Freebed, I run them past our writer media relations lady. She's really great. She's a former news reporter. And I ask her, you know, hey, is this cool or this, that? And she, you know, helps me refine a lot of my tweets and Facebook posts and things like that. I'm a wordy guy. I like to talk, and I'll write out a lot of stuff. And she'll take what I have in 3 or 4 sentences and put it down. And I wish that Travel.gov would have done that with me. Okay. So anybody else have anything and to jog your memory? 5 points extra credit? Anything crazy? Wild? Okay. No? Okay, cool. So let's talk some SEO and SEM. All right. So again, I'll start with SEO, search engine optimization. I'm going to read you, you know, I love Wikipedia for digital resources and stuff. And again, Wikipedia is a form of social media, whereas you can be editors, you can change things. And, you know, like I said, in this class, it's appropriate for you to use Wikipedia as a reference if you ever want to in any of your writings. So they say SEO, search engine optimization, is the process of affecting the visibility of a website or web page and search engines' unpaid results, often referred to as natural or organic. Okay, so if you ever hear, you probably heard people say organic traffic, you know, this and that. A lot of people love to throw that around. They really don't understand what that means. Okay, so now let me read you what the definition of search engine marketing is, and then we're going to talk about both. Search engine marketing is a form of internet marketing that involves the promotion of websites and or social media by increasing their visibility in search engine result pages, primarily through paid advertising. Okay, and so search engine optimization free, search engine marketing paid. That's the easiest way to think about it. Or search engine marketing, I like to tell people, is basically how all social media is, and why we talk about, you know, how you can use a paid post and boost your page and things like that. You have to do it now. So being, again, a PR professional, this is advertising, this is social media, this is communications. It really is the future. And more and more and more of all your advertising is going to go to this search engine marketing. I mean, everybody here, I hope, understands, and I mean, I'm not trying to be crazy here when I say this, but televisions, computers, everything is going to go into one single device within the next 10 years. I mean, we're already getting there with tablets and things like that. So, I mean, and touch screens and this, and I mean, everything will be antiquated. You know, Apple Watches, you know, this, that, wearable devices. I got my Fitbit that I have to wear now because I'm a chubby guy, and to get cheaper insurance through Mary Freebed, they call it, you know, a wellness initiative and this and that. So I have to wear that. So search engine marketing is a big thing. I do search engine marketing at Mary Freebed. I've done it for many clients before. Okay, and you can do it in a lot of different ways. All right. So again, marketing is the paid. And Facebook, I've boosted posts. We've talked about, you know, and tweets, how you can boost tweets, things like that. And it's a really if the people that are really good at SEO and SEM, it's just an art, okay? Because a lot of times, you know, Google AdWords, Facebook, you bid on things and the price fluctuates. Sometimes you might pay 34 or 40 cents, you know, for this tweet that you boosted, and sometimes you might pay, I've paid with Mary Freebed, you know, up to 75, 80 cents. but it's real targeted campaigns. Okay, so that's search engine marketing. All right, search engine optimization. If you go to, I'll tell you, go to Mary Free Beds, where I work, their Facebook page. Pull up facebook.com/MFB Rehab. Okay, so that is the true. So like if you look at, let me pull it up right here. If you look at the latest post that I did here 2 hours ago was our Throwback Thursday post. All right, and it's some children. It looks like in the 1940s. I didn't put the year on it, this Throwback Thursday, but I hashtagged OTPT Ask for Mary, which is our hashtag, and then hashtag rehabilitation. Okay, so that along with the Throwback Thursday, you're trying to organically, by using certain tags for the spiders, to get that in there. But here's the thing where it's a booger. Okay, your SEO is down here with your reach, and obviously your SEM is up here. And it's my love-hate relationship with Facebook. Twitter's not as bad. Instagram's getting there, things like that. It's the reason that they keep content out. We have right now 7,072 people that like Mary Freebed's Facebook page. But of that 7,000 people, I mean, seriously, if I don't put any type of money behind a post, and depending on the time of day, again, who your audience is, how many people are on, you could really. I've reached like 200 people, okay, on a post. Like right now, it's reaching 280 people in 2 hours. All right, I can see this because I'm the admin. So earlier in the day, I boosted a post about a lady that won an award for being called a everyday hero for saving a guy and giving him CPR. She's a nurse at our hospital. I put $20 behind that post, and I posted that 7 hours ago, and that reach right now 1,346, and it still has $18.33 left. So just in like not even $2 of that spending that, Facebook opened that stinking reach up so much, and I mean that's where again search engine marketing comes in. Okay, it stinks, but again, the free ride of Facebook and reaching your audiences for businesses and communication and PR, is over. And Facebook knows that we're a nonprofit, so we probably get a little bit of a better rate than, like, let's say a for-profit hospital. But again, you don't have the organic reach that you used to, and it's kind of a booger. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Comments? Yeah, go ahead, Sunny.
I'm just, can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I am learning that search engine optimization and hashtags are your best friend.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, it's that search query. That's why all of your guys' posts, hashtag #J560. I mean, it is that. I mean, that's the easiest way. Okay, so when you hashtag something, that's obviously, at search. So you can click on that and you can go to it. So yes, that's your organicness. But you can also, in the body copy of, your post, try to throw some words in there and stuff like that might get picked up. But yeah, they're like hand in hand. Hashtags. They're your best friend. But some people don't believe in I'll tell you this, we'll talk about this. Some people don't believe that hashtags work at all, or they're working well for Facebook. They think that, they actually hurt your post. I mean, and I've done some posts where I don't do any hashtags at all, and then I'll do 1, 2, or 3, and I'll compare them, at the times that I've done them, or the days of the week, and how many people were on. And yeah, I mean, Facebook's hit or miss. But obviously hashtags are Twitter's best friend, and we all know that, everybody, Twitter, Instagram, they go straight to the hashtags and click on it, because I mean that's the way that you search and you get around. That's a good. Where'd you hear that at, or who told you that? What's the context of it?
Oh, well, Periscope. I'm on Periscope a lot.
Yeah.
And I follow a lot of people, and many of the people who are streaming on Periscope have hashtag this, hashtag that, hashtag this, and I said, whoa, hashtag is queen.
yeah, it's the end all. I mean, it's not the end all be all, but a hashtag is really, as social media refines itself too, it's kind of social media's best friend a little bit, because again, it's the easiest way to do your search, your queries. Whenever I do a Periscope, I've just started in the last like 6 months using Periscope for Mary Freebed. I always have hashtags on there. I always have hashtag Ask for Mary, and we even have like T-shirts with hashtag Ask for Mary. We have yard signs that like employees put in their yard that just says hashtag Ask for Mary. I mean, it's a great thing. Yeah, that's a good comment. So, yeah, hashtags and search engine optimization are awesome. So let's flip again and let's talk search engine marketing here, okay? And the pay to play. Has anybody here spent money or been with an organization or this or that, and posted boost tweets, LinkedIn's, anything?
Yes, I'm doing it now too.
Okay, so can you tell us, what are you doing and how are you using it and stuff like that? How
Well,
much money are you putting behind?
well, I like to put in at least $100,
Okay.
but I am doing the post for a university, and it's not. And the way you pay for that is a
Yep.
credit card or a check. And universities don't give you. Well, some offices do allow you to have a university credit card,
Okay.
but where I am, that's not the case.
Well,
And
then
so
how do you boost then without that credit card?
we're trying to work it out because it's a credit card or a check,
Right.
or come directly from your bank account.
Sure.
So we're trying to work that out. So because we're trying to recruit students for the next summer season. So we're
Okay.
trying to work this out now, so that by the time June comes around, we would have figured this out.
No, and I think that's great, And so you're going to target obviously a younger audience. What platform
Right.
is it? Facebook?
It's Facebook. It's Twitter, because of
Okay.
course Twitter wants you to pay to play.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
but
You'd probably get, in my opinion, you'd probably get a little bit more action off of that in Twitter. Your younger millennials, I mean, if you want, I mean, they're just now opening up Snapchat as well in advertising. I don't know if any of you guys are on Snapchat, for personal use. I still have issues with it with business. But yeah, that's a perfect use of that, and the $100, what do you think, their interests are? What age group would you do?
right.
17, like 22, or would you go for the older students? I mean, and it's awesome and it's fun. And again, you're finding it truly is an art to doing it, and like how many people, and like do you want it within 5, 10, 20 miles, things like that. Awesome.
Can you say something about, as we're talking about SEOs, can you say something about Hootsuite versus other
CMS,
uh,
content management
uh-huh.
platforms.
Right,
Okay.
right.
As far as like for using them for SEO.
Which platforms do you prefer? Do you prefer Hootsuite or what is it?
Okay. Well, yeah, content. I mean, I use Hootsuite if that's what you're
Okay.
asking, and I use Hootsuite. I pay for it. I pay for the paid version, and then I
Mhm.
pay an extra $20 to $25 a month to get some specialized reports. And I
Okay,
find
right.
those are really cool. I mean, they give you credits and points no matter whatever little things you put on there. Yeah. So and that's actually I use my Hootsuite. That's how I track all of your guys' posts. Okay, I can go in each one of my, and make a search query on, LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that stuff. So cool.
Hmm.
All right, so back to SEO, SEM. Anybody else have anything, or anybody else use it? No? Okay. Woo! Cool. So let me tell you this. I'm going to talk about other times that I've done some search engine marketing, okay? And then we're going to get back to SEO. So everybody, you get it, right? Again, search engine optimization free, but, you got to be kind of that wordsmith. Search engine marketing, you're pay to play, which is basically where everybody's going to, all right? Anybody here ever go to the Front Page Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Indianapolis on Mass Ave? That used to be there.
Yeah.
It's now called the Eagle. It's a fried chicken place. Okay.
That's so sad. Yes.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
What's that? Oh, have you ate at the Eagle?
No, Front Page. That was a wonderful place.
Oh, it was. Yes, yes, yes. I loved it. I loved it. Back in the day, Oh man, I froze. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I'm back to normal. Sorry. I don't know, man. Freaky computer. All right, be good. Woo-saw. Okay, so back in the day, I ran the front pages social media, and their social media consisted of Facebook at first, then I added a Twitter handle, and then a couple years before they actually sold and changed the business, they had an Instagram account. All right. I tried, I would spend okay, I'll tell you, they didn't have a big budget. It's a mom and pop business, locally owned. So I would spend about $100 a month. So that's not a big budget. And I would have to, he would just say, split that between however you want to do it. But here you go. This is all I had in my budget to do it. Hey, it's better than nothing, okay? So obviously that place, and so we're talking it's 2016. We're talking I was doing this back in 2010 to 2012 was when I was doing this. So it's been a few years. And back then I was really big into boosting like just the page and getting as many likes as I could, to reach that audience. So you guys have seen it like in your Facebook news feed, click here, it just has like a page up there that it thinks that you like, or in Twitter, a promoted tweet. Being back at that time, I had a little bit better luck with Facebook, and I was really surprised by that. And obviously, the establishment was considered a bar, but it was really bar and food, so it was only people 21 or over. I blocked out people that were younger than that, and we really had some good success. But I'll tell you, back then, that was when you had that organicness to Facebook, you had that organicness to Twitter, and when I would do a post, they had, let's say at the time they had 2,000 likes, and I would do a post, I might reach like 30-40% just truly organically, and that was awesome. But that was kind of back before they really got into this whole pay to play. It was a big deal back then, but it's the queen and king, like you were saying, of it today. Okay. Front page did really well, and how we, I had to search it. Let's say I did it for 6 months. I had my Facebook, I had my Twitter. I really split it 50-50, but then when Facebook did a little bit better, I switched up the money. The search engine marketing, I had a special code in it, that they clicked through, that I could tell and I could track, things like that, and it worked, and we saw some sales, kind of go up a little bit. And it was in that demographic. At the time, I was really searching 21 to like 35, because they had kind of an older crowd, kind of a 30s to 40s crowd, and they really kind of wanted to bring in a little bit of a younger crowd. And they were a late place. People really like to come to that bar that worked at other establishments for the good food and the late night specials. So back then it was even a thing, but again, today we really have to take it into consideration. I'll tell you this though too, the front page, where is it? Right here. Okay, so back then in 2011, I'm looking at my notes here. Okay, so if I spent $50 a month on a Facebook, like our page, I reached something like, I don't know if man, this seems high to me. I reached something like 210,000 people. Okay, and this was I focused right on the downtown of Indianapolis region, Massachusetts Avenue, the Arts District right there. If I would spend just that amount of money today, oh man, I'm just trying to think about Mary Free Bed and what I would do. I would probably reach 5 to 20,000 people, depending. I think in that span of time, with that smaller amount of money. So again, it's a big thing. So have a base knowledge. All right, it's 6:20. Have a base knowledge of SEO and SEM. If you can, it is great. And again, Indianapolis has a slew of them. They're all over there. You usually get spam messages that says, "Oh, I'm an SEO, SEM expert," and things like that. There are a lot of people that do that, but I'll tell you, look them up. Review them, Google them. Make sure they know what they're talking about. Okay, because a lot of people think, "Oh, just like I can just post at any time, I can look in here and I can click this ad manager and all right, it only costs $10 and this and that." Make sure you're posting to your demographics, make sure you're reviewing for your ROI, and switch it up. They let you switch it up at any time, okay? So if you want to try something for a few days or a week, give it enough time to get out there, do that and switch it up. All right, any questions or comments? Man, you guys are quiet today. Sonny's been talking, but everybody else is just kind of hanging out. Yeah. It's dark and it's about ready to like burst out storming here. Candace, are you asking a question? I can't hear you. Can you type it? Type it. I'm sorry. Type it into the chat and we'll talk. We'll talk here. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. I appreciate it. I sent you a note on course about next week's article review. Taylor had a question about it, just about what did I mean when I meant pay to use social media. And again, you have an article review. Nala, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. Hey. Okay, this is what she's showing me. Come here, Nala. Say hi to everybody in class. Come here. Oh, there you go. Say hi. Oh, there's Nala. Oh, she wants your ball. Okay, Nala had to say hi. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Yeah, article review on web video this week. Next week, again, the pay to use social media and to keep using the hashtag. Appreciate it, and we'll talk with you later.